of the main issues that we have in America is homosexual marriage. The states that allow homosexual marriage are Connecticut, Iowa, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New York, Vermont, Washington, and although not a state, Washington, D.C. also allows homosexual marriage. Many people feel that it is not right and it is morally wrong to have the same-sex partner. Some see homosexual marriage as a violation of the Judeo-Christian moral tradition. Some people also believe that it destroys family values. They think that it isn't moral because they aren't able to reproduce. However, there are many heterosexual people that are not able to reproduce but still have the right to marry. It shouldn't matter what gender the other person is as long as they're happy. If they aren't hurting anyone, then it shouldn't matter. Everyone has the right to marry the person they love. To start off, discrimination has always been an issue in the United States. Everyone likes to think that we all treat each other equally, but that isn't always the case. Not allowing gay marriage is discrimination. A journal was written about gay marriage called Same-Sex Marriage and Equality by Reginald Williams. In the journal, homosexuals were asked to comment on the issue and say how they feel about the situation. The article says, "Second, I argue that while it is true that where same-sex marriage is illegal, individual heterosexuals and homosexuals are equally entitled to marry one adult of the opposite sex and no members of their own sex. Same-sex couples in such societies are denied an important right that opposite-sex couples enjoy, the right to marry." He states that it is all right for homosexuals to marry a person of the opposite sex, but they are not allowed to marry to their sexual orientation. They are denied a right that should be entitled to everyone. A lot of homosexuals feel that they aren't being treated as equals and that they are being put down by society. Many gay or lesbians feel that they are being discriminated against, and they are. They don't have the right to marry to their sexual orientation. There are many benefits that heterosexual couples receive that homosexual couples do not. A lot of them are achieved through marriage. I got the next information from a website called Find Law. Marriage includes legalized agreements that deal with death, regarding parental rights or taxes. If the couple is not married, there is a large amount of time that is used making up the contracts to establish a similar relationship. Sometimes there are issues that cannot be replicated through contract. The rights of children differ whether or not the couple is married. In marriage, both parents have the same rights and responsibilities, and in divorce, both parents can seek custody and visitation rights like any married couple. When one partner dies, the remaining parent automatically becomes the primary legal parent. If the couple chooses to raise children without marriage, the right to make decisions on things such as medical and school decisions will rest with only one of the parents and won't pass to their partner at death. One of the main reasons that homosexual couples want and deserve to get married is the benefits of the government. These benefits include Social Security benefits, health care benefits, nursing home care, and unpaid leave from your job to care for family members. Most of these benefits are not offered to couples of the same sex through the federal government, but they may be available under the state law. Dividing property is also dealt with easier if the couple is legally married. One of the effects of the marriage's joint property status is that if you divorce, regardless of who is at fault, both partners are typically entitled to half of the property accumulated during the marriage. In unmarried couples, each person usually leaves with whatever they accumulated and responsibility for debts in their name. Unmarried couples also have to account for alimony in a pre-marriage agreement, whereas married couples automatically have the right to seek alimony. The benefits of getting married are hugely important, and homosexual couples, along with heterosexual couples, deserve the rights and benefits. And finally, America is coming to a new age where we do not discriminate against people and their sexual orientation. There are many steps to being taken to legalize gay marriage. As Find Law states, as time has gone on, more and more states and jurisdictions have given same-sex couples the same rights and responsibilities as traditional married couples. In 2003, Massachusetts made national news when it became the first state in the nation to legalize same-sex marriages, when the state Supreme Court ruled that the denial of marriage rights to same-sex couples was a violation of the Equal Protection Clause of Massachusetts Constitution. Massachusetts isn't the only state that took action, making California the second, Connecticut the third, Vermont the fourth, and New Hampshire the fifth. As of January 2010, there are 5 states and 1 federal district within the United States that recognizes and allows same-sex marriage. Along with those, the District of Columbia also passed legislation by an 11-2 vote that recognized same-sex marriages as a legal union in early December 2009. People all around America are starting to realize that telling people who they can and can't be with is wrong, and there are steps being taken to fix this issue. Now I will conclude my speech with a review of the reasons why I think that gay marriage should be legalized. In conclusion, everyone has the right to marry and to love whoever they want to. We should all be treated with equality no matter what our sexual orientation is. By not doing so, we are discriminating against a certain group of people. There are plenty of benefits of marriage that homosexuals should have, but they do not receive just because of their sexual orientation. America is starting to realize that discrimination is wrong and it should be recognized. Not giving those their natural born right to marry whomever they want to marry isn't right and it